Namaste and hello, this is your Sanskrit instructor welcoming you back into video number 115, assignment number 32. Please send this assignment to mdg.sanskrit@gmail.com for credit towards the online course and for feedback. All submissions must be legibly handwritten and scanned as a PDF or sent as a picture. Your task is to translate the following English sentences into Sanskrit using the table format. As usual, we will go over what sentences you need to translate, and then we will do the first one together so that you will know what is expected of you in this assignment. So for number 1, out of anger, my brother broke the jar. The table is already set up for the first example. Number 2, may the donors give wealth to the people of the village. Number 3, let him live in the forest. Number 4, see the beauty of the garden. Number 5, you desire happiness, desist from greed. Number 6, the man sat in the garden with his 2 grandsons. Number 7, hail to the poets. Number 8, O sister, do not abandon the house. Number 9, the hearers stood again in front of the palace. Number 10, through the destruction of the enemies, the conqueror has freed the country. Number 11, may I always live among my brothers. Number 12, let the leader punish the rogues. Number 13, O daughters, follow your mother up to the house. Number 14, may sin cause the cause of misery perish. Number 15, O heroes, fight with the enemies, follow the leader, and protect the country. So we have some very powerful statements to translate, especially because we are dealing with the imperative mood here. However, our first example is not in the imperative mood, but it will set us up to do the rest. So this is actually in the imperfect tense. So out of anger, my brother broke the jar. So out of anger or because of anger, this is going to be instrumental, singular, for anger. My brother, that's going to be, well, my is not going to, the term my is not going to be counted in here because we didn't learn that quite yet. But for brother, out of anger, so the brother is the one that broke the jar. So the brother was going to be nominative singular. So broke is going to be imperfect, since we know that broke is past tense. This is going to be imperfect. Since the brother is the one that's breaking the jar, this is going to be imperfect, third person, singular. And then the jar is the object of the sentence, so this is going to be accusative, singular. So we know that for now. And now we have to find, now we know what grammar to put them in. Now we have to find the vocabulary terms that will fit for this sentence. Anger in Sanskrit is krodha. So that is a masculine noun that ends in a. Since we know that out of anger could be used by the instrumental case, where it's going to be krodha is going to be declined to krodhena in the instrumental singular case. Krodhena. And then brother in Sanskrit is pratri. That is a masculine noun that ends in ri. When bhratri is declined in the nominative singular case, it becomes bhrata. So we know the word broke needs to be in the imperfect third person singular. The root word to break is khand, and khand is conjugated in the 10th conjugation, and it is parasmaipada, active voice. Parasmaipada, active voice. So khand, after the medial vowel, the in the ka takes gurna, and it's the 10th conjugation, so you have to add I at the end. For present tense, you would get khandayati, but in this situation, we want the imperfect, so we're going to do khandaya. But khandaya is only our verbal base. We have to make this imperfect. So imperfect, I have to add a before the ka, the khandaya, and after the khandaya. Well, that's already there because I already added it. That's why it's khandaya and not khandai. And now we have to add our termination endings. So first, let me change this to akhandaya. Since this is in parasmaipada, the termination ending is ata with the halant. So this is pronounced as akhandayat. And now finally, the jar. Jar in Sanskrit is gharta, and it's a masculine noun that ends in a. And since this has to be declined in the accusative singular case, it will be gharta is going to be declined into ghartam. Now, according to preference, now that we have all of the Sanskrit words, I'm going to put them in the order that I desire. And then after I put them in the order that I desire, I will apply the sandhi. Now for the order. The order that I desire is prata krodhena akhandayat ghatam. So now I have to apply the sandhi. So bhrata krodhena, there is an a at the end of this krodhena. So a or a plus a or a equals a. So these two words should actually join together. And that's all the sandhi that I see for now. So my final answer with the sandhi applied, now that I applied the vowel sandhi, I have, and there's no visarg in here, so I don't have to worry about any visarg, just vowel sandhis. So I have prata krodhena khandayat ghatam. So this is my final answer. To translate, out of anger, my brother broke the jar. Make sure to check your answers. Make sure that you have them in the right declensions and the conjugations. Notice that we spent a lot of time on the word broke, to just make sure that we got that correctly. Make sure that don't forget to add the in the imperfect tense before their verbal base and after your verbal base before adding your terminations. So this was actually good practice to revisit the imperfect tense. And now it's your task to do the rest, and you will come across the imperative mood. Now this is your assignment for number 32, and this is your Sanskrit instructor signing off with a namaste.